Welcome back to the Crochet Chronicles, my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today we're going to do the character sweaters. These are both the exact same sweater, they're just colored differently, and the cat has some ears. I'll do the cat ears at the end of this tutorial, but both of the sweaters are the same. And we're going to be using two size crochet hooks today, a 3.5mm size E. Okay, or we're going to use a G or 4mm. So you'll need two different sizes today. You can do buttons for eyes, but if you're not comfortable with buttons, you can also just crochet some circles and put those on as well. And it's really quite easy. So it's available for 6 months, 12 months, 18, 24. Let's tell you a little bit about that. When it comes to reading this pattern, you're going to notice that there's 4 different sizes that are indicated in the instructions. So the smallest is there, 6 months, 12, and then we have 18 and then 24. So whenever there's a decision to be made, there will always be that information. So it says chain 56, 60, 64, 68. Choose the size that you're going to work with and then commit. Now Yarnspirations does a great job in color coding, so when you see it again, it says 1 double crochet in each of the next 7, 8, 9, or 10, and then what you have to just do is just decide the size that you're working on, and that's the set of instruction. So all throughout the pattern you'll be able to find that. So I'm going to be doing the 6 month with you on camera today, but just substitute that information when we go through this as well, and it's really quite nicely. Just a couple notes that I see. A foundation chain needs to be pulled over the child's head, so join with the first one just to make sure that there's no twist, and I'll show you a secret on doing that as well. So today we're going to be using Bernat Softy Baby yarn. Let me show you that. So today's yarn of choice is the Bernat Softy Baby yarn, and when you turn it over it's a light 3, and that's why we're using a smaller crochet hook in order to play with this yarn today. So on page number 3 there's a diagram of the sweater. So we're going to work our way in the neck and then move our way down, and we're gonna get to a certain spot, and then we're gonna be jumping over stitches to create these armholes for these to be going in after. So we essentially are crocheting from the top all the way to the bottom, and then we're gonna go back later and finish off the sleeves. So the way that this item is crocheted and folded, it actually automatically creates the sleeves, just like you see here. So you can see that we're just going to round in a circle, and as soon as we get to the sleeves we stop that, we create that hole, and then we just continue around the base. So you can change the color as often or as little as you wish, and today I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. You can also notice that the sweaters have ears, just like you see here. So it's really quite perfect, and I'll show you how to do those at the end of the tutorial depending on which one you want to do, or if you want to do it at all. That's up to you. So let's get started with your starting chain. Let's create a slip knot. I am doing the 6 month size as I mentioned, so if you are doing the bigger sizes just substitute the information that you'll find in the pattern. The link is in the more information of this video. So I want to chain 56, so just chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And here's my little secret for you. Once you get your 10, just take it off the hook and go into the very first chain that you started with and insert in, and then keep on going. So let's just do another 10. So this is gonna be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and go all the way to 56. And by doing this, what it's doing is it's helping it not to twist the chain. So please go all the way to 56 for me now. Now that I've done my chain of 56, all I just need to do is just yarning over, pull through and through, and because I left it on the hook, this chain is not twisted, so that I can start the top of my head. So let me get started on round number 1, and we need to count this out slowly and create the bends that help make the sweater amazing. So let's begin round number 1. We're gonna go nice and slowly here for the smaller size. So we're gonna just chain up 3, which counts as a double crochet, and we're gonna advance to the next stitch. Now I'd recommend going into the back loop of the chain. It just is a nicer finish than for the top of the neck, and I want you to double crochet in the next 7. So include this next one. So we're gonna say this is 1, and then just go to the next one. So 2, and this is 3, we have 4, 5, this is 6, and 7. Once you have your 7 in there, then you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the next one. So go to the next chain. So it's 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet. So now what we're going to do is in the next 10 chains we're just going to do 1 double crochet each. So let's count that out together. So we have 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you get your 10 in there, then the next what we have to do is we have to V-stitch in the next one. So let's do that. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the same one. So the next 16 in a row are each going to be a double crochet. So let's do that. Let's count these out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, and I just want to verify that one more time. So I'm just going to recount from the V-stitch. You don't include the V-stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So now that my 16 is in, I want to do a V-stitch in the next. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So the next 10 are going to be double crochet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then we're going to V-stitch then in the next one. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then it says to do 1 double crochet in the last 8 stitches. So in the last 8 you can count it out, but the chain is almost done. So let's just count it out and let's see if we have to fake it or make it. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I got 2 stitches left, and if it happens to do this for you and I'm confident with my numbers, what you can just do, sometimes this happens, is that sometimes your chain when you go to loop over looks like it's a double. So just go and put 2 double crochets together to finish that off, and then just join it to the top. So to make sure that when you go to join it to the top that it's not twisting at all. And this is just an easy way to be able to fake it. Like really, if you have opportunities to fake it, why wouldn't you, right? So let's just follow the top around, and once you are confirmed with that, then just join it to the top of the first one to go like that. Okay, so let's begin to do round number 2 all the way through 9. Rounds 2 to 9 are the exact same thing. So you're just gonna chain up 1, 2 and 3. So chain up 3 and you're gonna move to the next double crochet. So whenever there's a V-stitch, I want you to go right in the middle of the V-stitch and put another V-stitch in there, and that's gonna be the growth to make this thing grow bigger. So just go to the next double crochet and double crochet in, and you're just gonna continue to move around, and where there's a V-stitch you're going to add a V-stitch. And this is the top of the baby sweater. So this is what's gonna make it grow up over the shoulders of the baby that will be wearing it. So you go into every double crochet there possibly is. Okay, so I can see the V-stitches right here. So I got one more before the V-stitch. Okay, so this one is in this part of the V-stitch. So add another V-stitch in. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet right into the V-stitch itself. You notice I'm not counting, I'm just looking for the V-stitches, and then move along. So then you just come into the one right after it, put another double crochet in, and so all you're just doing is you're looking for the V-stitches to add more V-stitches to. So I like these baby sweaters when they're done from the top going down, because they're really quite straightforward in order to follow. So all I'm doing is looking for another V-stitch, and it becomes more obvious as this thing gets bigger too, that you'll see the bend more and more, and so you won't be afraid to be skipping over it if you accidentally do. Okay, so I'm not gonna take you through rows 2 through 9 all the way by themselves. So here's another V-stitch. So V right in the middle, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then just keep on moving. So you're gonna do that every time you hit a V-stitch. You'll add a V-stitch in, and then when you get back to the other side here, just slip stitch to the top of the first chain 3 and then begin again, and when you hit V-stitches just add more V-stitches. So just write down the numbers 2 all the way through 9, and then just check those off every time you complete a round, and then we're gonna get started after that. So please do that now, and I'll see you at that moment. So I now have my 9 rounds completed all the way from the start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is what it looks like right now. You really can't see the sleeves yet because the sleeves are not been put in yet. So what we want to do as we move on after you have this done is that we want to create these. See, you're on the outside now, you're on the very back. You're gonna get the first point here, the first V-stitch, and the next V-stitch to join together, and we're going to be putting those together, and this is now your new arm sleeve right here. And then you're gonna go across the front, and then you're gonna do the same with the other one, and again it's just the opposite. You're gonna be able to put them together, and therefore that's what it will kind of look like. And so right where these lines go down is where the sleeves are going to be on both sides. So if you actually fold it in a certain way, you can actually see it before it's even done. So let's get started, and let's show you how to do this next. So let's start the next round. We've already done 9 rounds, so we're gonna chain up 3 as we normally did before, and what we want to do is we want to double crochet ourselves all the way to the first V-stitch. You don't need to see me to do that because you know what to do at this point, but right when you hit the first one, I'll meet you back here in just a moment and I'll show you what to do. So we're now approaching the first V-stitch, and this would be the next one. Now technically we would be doing V-stitches if we were growing this bigger, but we're not, and so we're going to double crochet into that chain 1 space, and I need you to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and I need you to come back over here and just follow it along and just get to the next V-stitch, and I want you to double crochet in the next V-stitch. So just kind of fold it so it's in front of you like so, and by doing this you're eliminating all that stitch work that you would normally have to go all the way around. So this is what it would look like at this point. Okay, so therefore there is one of your sleeves. So you're now going to continue to double crochet yourself all the way to the next time you hit the V-stitch again, and I'll see you there in just a moment. So now coming up to the next V-stitch that is along here, and we're gonna be doing the exact same thing we just did. So here's the stitch right before the V-stitch, and so inside the V-stitch, inside the chain 1, you're going to double crochet, chain 3, and then just move to the next V-stitch and just fold it and double crochet. So you're just kinda like folding it, but you're just leaving it open like that. And there's your next sleeve. And so now you're gonna come around the back of this the way that you had before. So now that you've done this, remember how you've been going all the way around and up and over top of the shoulders? Now we're just gonna go around the body itself. So you can see there's less distance going all the way around now because you've just eliminated all the sleeve parts, and we have to do the sleeves after. So please continue all the way to the end of this and slip stitch it, and then meet me back there in just a moment. So I'm just at the very end, and I'm just going to slip stitch it and go around again. So we're gonna keep this color one more time. We're gonna chain up 3 and then 1 double crochet in each of the stitches. Now when you get to the chain 3, you're just gonna go all the way around, and you're gonna follow the chain 3, go 1 into each one of the 3 chains. Don't go around the whole chain, just go right into the actual chain itself. So 1, 2 and 3, and then just continue and go into the chain over here, and then meet me back here. So just go all the way around and just 1 double crochet in each of the double crochets and or the chain work that is there. So I'll see you at the end of this round. So now coming to the end, and I'm just gonna slip stitch it. Now we're gonna get rid of this color just for a few rounds, and the best way to get rid of this color is just trim this yarn, trim it long enough so you can put it into a darning needle, and just pull up on this strand, grab a darning needle. Because the child's gonna be wearing it, you wanna make sure you take care of your loose ends, and if you put it inside your work, so just going inside, and then just flip it so that you can see the back of it. So just going up underneath the stitches. Okay, and I'm gonna flip it around. So this is the inside of it. And I just pulled it, and then I'm gonna go back in the other direction through a slightly different path. So that was 2, and going back in the other direction for 3. So noticing that I'm staying on this side of the project, like the inside. So now you can trim it. Now you've gone back and forth 3 times. So right where we're going to do the join again, what we want to do is that we want to bring on our next color, and we're going to continue that for a few rounds. So let's bring on our next color. It's going to be blue in my case, and I'm going to attach it to the very first one, and I'm going to pull it through. So we're going to change up the story a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna just pull it through, and then I'll tell you what to do. Okay, so now that that color's in, we're going to chain 2, and that's gonna count as a half double crochet. So chain 2, and then in the next one I want you to half double crochet, and I want you to half double crochet in each of the stitches going all the way around. So you're going to use this color for a set amount of inches. So in this, for this size, it's 2.5 inches. And what I want you to do is that after you get that 2.5 inches done, I want you to make a note on how many rounds that was, because on the sleeves you want to match that as well, so that they're at the right amount as well. So once you do the first one at 2.5 inches, just use that and count how many rounds it was, and we're gonna mimic that effort on the sleeves itself. So what I want you to do is just continue around and half double crochet, and when you get back to the start, just slip stitch it to the top, chain up 2, and then half double crochet, and do that for 2.5 inches, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. So I'm just finishing up, and this is 2.5 inches, and I'm just gonna slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 2, and then that's it for this color. So I'm going to get rid of this color, and I'm gonna do exactly what I did before, where I'm gonna take my strand and I'm going to weave it in and out 3 times in order to hide it the best. We're then going to join the gray back on, and we're gonna return back to double crochet. So it seems like it got smaller here just for this area here as far as stitch work, and this is where the character will appear. So you're looking at the back of it right now, and I just want to turn it so I can see the back. Keep the stitch work that you're doing right now, keep it on the back side, so in the inside of the sweater. Go back and forth 3 times. As soon as you're done that, we're gonna bring back our gray, and let's do that. So let's get our gray back up and attach it where we had just finished off. So insert your hook in, create a slip knot with the gray, and let's rejoin this back on. Just pull through. Gonna retry that real quick. So just make a slip knot and just insert that in. There we go. And now we're going to just chain up 3 again. So 1, 2, 3, it's already what you know, and it's gonna be 1 double crochet in each of the stitches going all the way back around. And so what you want to do is you want to continue that, and so this distance here measures 4 inches, sorry 4.5 inches for my size here, and you're going to, so what you're looking at doing is creating this to be 4.5 inches just like you see here. So right now we know this is 2.5, so we got a little bit. So I want you to double crochet continually around, and when you get back around each one just slip stitch to the top of the beginning, chain 3, and then just chain up 3 and then double crochet around. So I'll meet you at the end of that. So get your 4.5 inches done now, and I'll see you here, and then we'll start the ribbing at the bottom of the sweater. So let's show you that again. We're gonna chain up 2 to begin, and we're gonna do a back post double crochet around the next one. So just wrap the hook coming in through the back side, pop it right back out to the back, and double crochet as normal. The next one will be a front post double crochet. So just wrap the hook coming into the front side and out the other side, and double crochet as normal. So the next one's a back post. So coming out from the back, pop it out to the back, and double crochet, and the next one's a front. So you're just gonna keep doing this all the way around, and when you get all the way around you're just gonna join it. And the nice thing, this is about the ribbing, so it's gonna really be easy to maintain once you get this round done. So it's back post, front post, back post, front post, all the way around. Let's see at the end of this round. So once you get all the way around you're just going to slip stitch. So this is the back post double crochet that you ended up with, and then you're just gonna slip stitch it to the beginning, chain 2. You're going to slip stitch up again, sorry, you're gonna chain 2 up again, and now you're just gonna maintain exactly what you see for 4 more rounds. So if it's in the back post, keep it in the back post, which happens to be the way that we're starting. We're starting with the back post, and you can see that this one is a front post here just the way you're looking at it. So keep that as a front post double crochet, and that's gonna keep these ribbing traveling up on the inside and the outside. So back post double crochet, front post double crochet. So you don't have to change anything that you see, just keep maintaining what you see, and do this for 4 rounds, which includes this one. When you get all the way back around just chain 2, or just join it to the top of the chain 2, and then that's it. So I'll see you at the end of this, and then we're gonna move on to our sleeves next. So moving on, after you have the ribbing done here at the base, I've already done one sleeve just to verify the pattern is correct, and it's really quite a simple arm. Let me tell you a little bit about this, and then we're gonna dive in and do the other side. So the same instructions applies to both arms. So after working with the arm, there's some great tips that we're gonna have. You're going to notice that the colors are pretty much changing at the same spot. So we're gonna start with our gray, and then we're going to make sure that we get that started properly. The biggest thing about baby sweaters or anything when it comes to sleeves is making sure that your count is right the first time. If your count is off even by 1, it'll make the other sleeve look like that it's out of balance. And so I've done that with baby sweaters way back in the beginning when I started crocheting these sweaters, and then I would just be off by 1 stitch because I would be too lazy to count. But if you don't count, then you can end up with a sleeve that's a different size. So once we get that done, this here, it's going to say do this amount of instruction for the same amount of distance that's here. So what I did is that I went back to here and I counted that there was 6 half double crochet rounds here. So I put 6 here. So I didn't even use my measuring tape. I just matched it because that's what the size was, because the same distance was applying. And then we're going to do this. So right here at the very end. So you're going to notice that it is going to be the same distance right below the blue here. So that's pretty consistent. The only thing that's different about the end of the sleeve versus this is that we're going to reduce by 1 stitch before we really start this ribbing, and the ribbing distance is exactly the same distance as well. So it's really quite an easy pattern to be able to maintain, and I actually really like it. Let me show you what the back looks like with the slip stitching. You will always get slip stitching when it comes to these kind of patterns, so you can see that it did follow it up. But on the arm, the slip stitching is right inside the actual arm itself, so it's pretty much invisible. So we're about to start the sweater, and when I go to do it, I want to grab the arm and look at it from this point of view. Okay, so look at it from this point of view and go around. If you go the other way, like so, what's gonna happen is that you're going to put the right side on the inside of the sweater. So make sure that when you're going to do it, just look at the sweater from the outside perspective and just grab the armhole, and we're going to get started right in the middle stitch of the 3. So let's begin to do that next. So let's get you started right on the arm, and we're going to grab our yarn and our hook. So remember that if for this size there was 3 stitches right in the middle, remember when we chained 3, so we're gonna go for the middle one of the 3, and you're going to attach your yarn. So just attach it and then chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go to the next one. Remember, this is the middle one of 3, so we're gonna go to the next one and we're going to double crochet, and then we immediately jump to this section right here. So skip over the side post that you see there and go right for the first one. So we're looking for the number 31. So I have 2 here, so go right to the first stitch right where I'm pinching, and that will be number 3. I'm just counting the stitches. If this gap bothers you, because it will settle down, you can always just take this yarn strand and just kind of like sew it so it gets a little bit tighter, but again, that's up to you. So that was 3, and let's continue along. So we're gonna go 4, so it's 1 double crochet in each. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, coming up near the end, that was 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and the very last one, see that was the very last stitch of that going up over the top. So the very last one is the other one of the set of 3 that before you started. Okay, so let's just get that one there. So we're just gonna double crochet in the one right before it. So that was your 31th right there. Again, if that space bothers you, it will settle down, but you can always just take and the same color and just use your whip stitching to be able to bring that together. So just join it to the top of the first chain 3 that you started with, and I would verify and recount this to make sure that it's 31. I'll leave that in your hands and I'll get started in the next one, but I am going to double check for myself. So off camera I had verified there was actually 31. I did count it live with you, but I did want to make sure. So I'm going to tuck on this loose end and let's begin the next round. So the next round is the last time we're going to use gray for a bit. So we're going to chain up 3, and then it's just going to be 1 double crochet in each going all the way around, and then you'll slip stitch it to the top of the beginning chain 3 when you get all the way around. So I'll meet you at the end of this round, 1 double crochet in each, and then we're going to fasten this color off, get our blue back up, and we're going to begin to do that next. So I'm coming all the way back around, going into my very last stitch before the chain 3, going to attach to the chain 3, and then I'm going to get rid of this color. So I'm just gonna slip stitch and then cut this yarn, and I'm gonna bring back blue. Just for safety precaution, because it is a child, I'd recommend that anytime there's a loose end on this particular project, and even any baby project in particular, use a darning needle and really get rid of it. You know, it's nice and easy and almost lazy to be able to weave it in, but if you use a darning needle and come into it back and forth 3 times, you don't ever have to worry about it. Nothing's worse than, you know, you gift something and then you see the child with tails hanging out at the end, because you as a crocheter are going to see that before you really see anything else. So going in once, going in twice, I sound like an auctioneer with my darning needle, and going back a 3rd time, and therefore it's gone. So we're gonna bring back our blue and do our blue like we did before, but just in the sleeve instead. So we're bringing back our blue. I'm gonna create a slip knot to begin, and I'm gonna say the same distance. So there's 6 rounds here, so there's gonna be 6 on this one. It's the same amount of dimensions. It was 2.5 inches, and I determined that 6 was 2.5 here, so it's gonna be the same obviously on the sleeve. So using your blue, you're going to just attach and then chain 2, which counts as your first half double crochet, and then you're going to half double crochet into each one of the stitches going all the way around. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to do that, but I'm going to meet you at the end of this round, because I really want to show you that when you go to start a half double crochet round the next time, make sure you don't accidentally skip over a stitch, and there's a reason why I'm gonna show you that. So I'll see you there in just a moment. So I'm coming up all the way around and I want to make sure that you're not accidentally skipping any stitches. So I'm in my very last stitch. See how this one here matches to this one? So you're in your last stitch and you're going to join with your top of your first chain 2. You're going to chain 2 and this is where people go wrong. So what happens is that you don't really see the stitch work in this first one as clearly as you do in the second. So what you have to just do is that when you go to do the first one, you just have to wiggle your way and find that separation. So you see that there is a strand just in the midway point. You have to look for that here. It's just not very obvious. So you're just gonna wiggle your way and find it. See? Now you can see it. So then you're just gonna half double crochet. So that's where people go wrong and they start skipping over stitches. So just 1 half double crochet in each, going all the way around, join it to the beginning of the top of the chain 2, and I want you to do it for the set amount of dimensions that's in your pattern. For me it's gonna be 6 rounds and I will meet you at the end of those 6 rounds. Okay, so now my 6 rounds are done. I've already fastened off with my darning needle and I'm ready now for gray. So gray is going to be another 2 rounds then for the size that we have in it, and it says that you have to get a certain amount of dimensions and 2 just happens to be what it is. So what I want you to do is just attach your gray and we're gonna do 2 rounds of gray, no big deal, and we're just going to attach to the beginning, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 counts as your first double crochet, and you're gonna double crochet around this round and you're gonna double crochet 1 more round. So please do 2 rounds of double crochet and then we're going to do 1 small decrease after that and then we're gonna start our ribbing of our sleeves. So 2 rounds of double crochet right now. So coming all the way back around, I've just now finished 2 rounds of straight double crochet in the gray. The next round we're going to do 1 decrease and it's just really quite easy. So chain up 3 counts as a double crochet and I want you to double crochet in the next 15. So I'm gonna count those out with you. So let's start that. So we're gonna go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So now you have 15 in. So the next 2 are gonna become together to 2 together, double crochet. So wrap the hook going into the next one, pull through and pull through 2 and hold. Do not finish it. Wrap the hook going into the next one after that, pull through 2 and hold. You have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3. So you've just made 2 together on this particular one right here. So now we're going to just double crochet yourself all the way back to the very beginning and then join to the beginning of the top of chain 3. So do that and I'll see you there in just a moment. So I'm coming up to the beginning again, just slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3. So now this round plus the next 4 rounds are going to all be the same. So you're going to chain up 2 and you're going to treat the next one as a back post double crochet. So wrap the hook coming through the back side, come to the front and then pop it back out. So just go around that post and then just double crochet. So that's exactly what you did in the ribbing over here. So then the next one is in the front post. So wrap the hook coming into the side of the front post, pull through 2 and 2. So wrap and you want to keep doing that all the way around. Okay, so it's just every other one. So it's front post and then back post and etc. I'll meet you at the end of this round. I just want to point out something really quickly. I'm still on that last round I was gonna leave you on. You gotta watch that one that is to 2 together and treat it as a 2 together. Don't accidentally separate those back out. So I'm just going in and here it is here. Okay, so you can see that they have the same top. Those 2 belong together. So those are gonna go in the one side and out the other. And then just front post double crochet. Okay, so don't separate those by accident. Just keep on going and treat them as if they're one because they are one. Okay, I'll see you at the end of this round. So then coming up all the way back around, the last one will be a back post double crochet and you're going to slip stitch it to the top of the first chain 2. Okay, so now you're going to begin the next 4 rounds exactly what you already see. So you're gonna chain up 2. You can see it's already in behind. It's the back post, so you're gonna keep that as a back post, double crochet, and then the next one you can see it's in the front, so you'll make that front post, and that'll continue the ribbing up. So you're gonna do this round plus 3 more, so a total of 4 rounds just like this, and that's it for the end of the sleeve. So please do that, and I'll see you at the end of the sleeve, and then we're gonna start working on the upper trim in order to do the collar area, and then we're gonna get to the fun stuff with the kitty and the bear ears. Okay, so let's move on. We got our sleeves done, and these are awesome, pretty darn cute. I'm going to show you how to close off this hole. So if this is really bothering you, it kind of bugs me a little bit. It's part of the nature of actually sweater building. You do get that. So let me show you how to fix that, because I know some of you might ask me that as well. And so here's how I'll do it. First thing I would do to fix it is just turn it to the inside of this. So let's turn it inside out. Okay, and you can really see it on the other side when you go to do this. So we're gonna turn it inside out, and we're gonna do both of the sleeves this way. So I'll show you how I'm gonna do it. So you can see that the holes are kind of pretty substantial. So what you want to just do is grab an extra piece of spare yarn, and you're going to create a slip knot on the one side, and you're going to feed the other through a darning needle. So you're gonna feed it to a darning needle, and you're gonna stay on the inside of this project. So just going in, okay, just isolating what you want to close, and just zap in and then go straight across, and when this comes back around you want to put the loop through the loop, and that'll lock it into position. Okay, so now what you're just gonna do is just whip stitch, just move up a little bit and then whip stitch to the other side. Okay, and then whip stitch one more time. So just give it 3 stitches. Once you're satisfied with that, you can see it's completely closed, and that's it. So what I'm gonna do is just weave it in and out that magical 3 times. So 1, and if you want to put a tie in it you can, I guess. 2 and 3. Okay, so you can see it just completely closed off. And then take the other starting one that you had, and hopefully you've left yourself enough distance. Myself, it's a little bit short. You know, hindsight is always 20/20, right? So then you just want to take that starting one and just weave it through as well. 1, and because it's already a knot I'm just gonna go twice, and 2, and then just cut it. So I'm gonna do the other side as well, and let's take a look at what it looks like now on the other side. See, completely gone. So that would be how you could close that off, and so instead of a big gap that you might have like on the other side, you'll have it nice and closed just like you see it. So do the other side if you wish. Again, that's optional. It's up to you. And just one more thing before I move on from this. So there was a gap right in the very beginning here, and remember that you chain 3 and you put those 3 double crochet. You may see a gap on the other side here that you may need to close. So in my case I sewed this side and this side and this side and this side in order to have that completely closed. Again, that's up to you. So let's turn this over, and we're going to go for the back, and we're going to start doing the upper collar now. So let's create a slip knot, and let's begin. We're gonna do 2 rounds of single crochet just really quite easily. Just attach where you can see the other line, and you're just going to join it, chain 1 and single crochet, and you're going to single crochet in each one of the stitches going all the way around. The nice thing about this when you do collars and stuff, it's the final touches, so you're not too worried about the stitch counts or anything like that. So just do 1 single crochet in each, and then when you get back around just join to the top of the first single crochet, chain up 1 and then single crochet around again one more time. So do 2 rounds of single crochet. I'll see you at the end of that. So my upper collar is now done, 2 rounds of single crochet. It looks pretty good. So if you don't want to put any eyes or anything on there, the sweater is good to go and you're done. If you wanted to make this short sleeve, you could have stopped at the blue area here and just had a little short sleeve sweater or like short sleeve idea as well. So let me just cover on how to make the kitty ears and the bear ears, and then you can sew them onto this section. If you're not comfortable with using buttons, just do a crochet circle. So just chain 2 and then put 6 single crochet right in the second chain from the hook, and then just join it, and then you'll have a nice circle, and you can use those instead and sew those on if you're feeling more comfortable with that. So let's move on to doing the kitty ears next. So let's move along to doing the kitty ears. You need a 3.5 millimeter size E crochet hook in order to play, and you're gonna use the same color that you did the striping with on your sweater. I'm going to start off with the slip knot, and what I want you to do is that I want you to chain a total of 8. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Once you have that done, we're gonna do to row number 1. So we're gonna go second chain from the hook. So just count it back. So 1 and 2. Get the back loop only. Just makes it a nicer finish. And you're going to single crochet yourself across. So clearly we're at the very base of the kitty cat ears. So we're just single crocheting across the chain. So the smaller hooks makes it look more applique based. Okay, so you're going right to the very end, and then you're going to turn your work and then do row number 2. Row number 2, it's exactly what you just saw. So it's just chain up 1 and single crochet into each. So you can see I'm not really counting, I'm just following what's already there. So 1 single crochet in each. So you need to do a total of 2 cat ears obviously. Unless you have a 1-eared cat at home, which is quite possible. Riverstone kinda got in a fight just before we moved out here to Nova Scotia, so she kinda has damage in her 1 ear. Took her to the vet, but it is what it is. She needs to learn to play nicely with other kitties. We're gonna turn our work, and now we're going to chain up 1, and we're gonna put the first 2 together. So chain up 1. So we're gonna put the first 2, so going into the first one, pull through and keep it on the hook. Going into the next one, pull through, keep it on the hook, and then pull through all 3 loops. And then what you're going to do is you're gonna work your way across, and the very last 2 you are going to put those 2 together. So here's your last 2. So going in, pull through, going into the last one, pull through all 3 loops, and that was row number 3. So let's turn our work, and we're going to chain up 1, and we're gonna single crochet the first 2 together. So pull it through, pull through, gonna single crochet the next one, and the very final 2 are gonna come together. Okay, so the next 2 are the final 2. So put those together, turn our work, and we're going to then chain up 1, and we're gonna put the final 3 stitches together. So just going in, pull through, and pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. That's it. So that is your kitty ear right here. So you're gonna take this yarn, and you're going to then fasten it off with your darning needle to make a nice finish, and then you are going to take this once you get both of them done, and just right here just whip stitch it right into position right on top of the blue. And what I would do is probably fasten this down also to the back of the sweater a little bit. You could have it so it folds up a little bit, but I would keep it a little bit fastened down so it's not a safety hazard as well. Again, you can make a choice that is right for your particular gift. So just remember what we talked about with just getting rid of yarn tails, just back and forth a total of 3 times. So just pull everything and go back. So 1, just don't lose your point, and 2 and 3. So that's how you do your kitty ears. You're gonna do 2 and then sew them to your project. Now the nose itself is embroidered on, so just look at the nose if you wish, or if you want to leave it off, that's completely up to you as well. And then you're just gonna get rid of this tail, and then just with the same yarn color just sew it down to your project that you have. So that's how you do your kitty ear. So let's move along to how to do your bear ears. Okay, for the bear ears you want to use the same color as the stripe again like we did with the kitty, and we are going to then just create a slip knot and chain a total of 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now we're going to put 7 double crochets in the 4th chain from the hook. So all the way back at the beginning you want to do 7 double crochets. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see you're going in a half moon, and 7. Once you get that done, you're almost done. You're gonna turn your work and you're gonna chain 2, which counts as a double crochet, and you were gonna put the half double crochet in the same one that you just did that one out of, and then you were going to put 2 half double crochets into each one of the rest of the stitches going all the way across, including the last one, and that is the top of your bear ears. So then the bear ears just get sewn down to the top of the sweater. If you want to just have them lift off a little bit, that's up to you. We leave that creativity up to you. You know what is best for you and for your needs. Again, with the eyes you can just crochet yourself a circle or just sew on buttons if you're feeling comfortable with that. Whenever I do buttons on a project, people always leave comments that you should never do buttons on a baby project. Again, we leave that to you, to what works for you, and buttons are used in baby garments as well, so that's something that is pretty standard. So there is the top of your ear, and you're just gonna take your strand, just pull it out, and then use your darning needle. Let's get rid of our loose ends. You don't want any strands falling off of your bear ears while the child is wearing it. Again, you the crocheter will see it before anybody, but also the kid may want to be able to pull it out. Or should I be nicer and say child? I forget sometimes I'm filming for the general public. Okay, so there you go, and good to go. And because of the one that you first started with, you're gonna want to take a darning needle and get rid of that, and then do 2 of these, and then you can sew it to your project and then add in your eyes and etc. So that's how you do your character sweaters. We hope that you enjoy, and this is another free tutorial available from yarnspirations.com. We'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.